This video is a presentation for Shapes Control Keys combinations. It will show how to add on the work area all types of shapes, and as we speak there are only 5 types of shapes, and for each shape we changed 1 or 2 properties. The changing of the shape or shape's properties is made using the control on the right top corner, and as I hope you notice by the icons, it allows us to change 5 text properties and 2 shape properties, shape background and shape border. Once some of the shapes will be on the working area, we will start selecting 1 or 2 shapes, copying them once or multiple times, and for some of the shapes we increase them before and after that we copy them and moving them to new location. This is done to generate enough activity and operations which can be repeated back and forward. If you check while watching this video the title of the application, meaning the text written right above the file, edit menu, you will see the operation we performed and the amount of information we will save for each operation in case we want to undo or redo those operations. From some of the tests I performed before making this video, it looks like these operations are tracked and working as expected, but I saw some conditions which I haven't dealt in the code. Bear in mind that every time I worked on this POC, I tried to make different operations in order to cover as many scenarios as might happen when working with these shapes in real life, so there might be things which I haven't caught or I even not thinking to covering them in the code. One of these being when I redo the operations after I undo all the operations, I noticed that I am starting to redo operations from the second shape on the canvas. I noticed also another hiccup when I do the redo and I believe undo when it comes to shapes color. It looks like it is jumping 1 step. At some point you saw copying 2 shapes, changing their background color, and copying them again. When using Ctrl+Z to undo those operations, I haven't noticed the shape's background color changing. Anyway, you can check the accuracy of the operations by checking the application title. In the end of the video, I show how to select all shapes, escaping that operation or selecting all shapes and deleting them from the canvas. Next thing will be to save the work on disk and hopefully catch and fix some of the hiccups during the undo and redo operations together with fixing how the operations are recorded. If you wonder about the performance comparison, there is no comparison to be made between professional tools, Microsoft PowerPoint used for comparison, when it comes to the CPU used during the move, resizing of the shapes. I saw Microsoft PowerPoint using less than 2 to 5% CPU, while my application reaching even 20% for moving back and forward on the entire screen multiple shapes very fast. I tried via ChatGPT to see if I can find answers about how to make these operations using less CPU, but I couldn't find something that I could apply with my knowledge. What is reachable at this point, but not yet tried, is to try to make a video of PowerPoint in action during move and resize and a video in action of the application and checking that video frame by frame and calculate the intervals at which they move on the working area. I suppose maybe professional tools move shapes every 2, 3 pixels while I am changing the positions of the objects on the canvas 10 times more often. Another idea might be that for the moving or resizing they are not using the controls on the canvas and they are using some adorner layers. I must admit I was a little bit drawn back, but I realized that maybe in the future I will be able to address this issue, although I don't think there will be cases in which someone will select shapes and just dragging them on the screen back and forward for minutes long.